Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a big...
Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start us off. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He rifles one deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Inside the 25. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Safe completion on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
From the red zone, it's Haynes. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking for room, it's Humphrey. Runs through the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Clemson 3, New Mexico 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
With the catch, it's Buckley. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McKinney. Creates a little room. He's loose. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Lobos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hand off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job to fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, New Mexico.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Sends it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
That teams that...
Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri. Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Clark to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, SMU! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Clark wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Scrambling away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Here's the pressure. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Maryland. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Man, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Clark to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Now the pitch. Gets away from one, finds room. Ripping off the huge...